If your measurements are wrong, your estimate is already wrong. It does not matter how good you think you are in Xactimate. It does not matter how fast you can click through line items. If the roof diagram is wrong, the quantities are wrong. And if the quantities are wrong, the estimate is wrong. That is one of the first things new adjusters need to understand. A good estimate does not start with the software. It starts with the inspection. It starts with the measurements. It starts with understanding the structure you are looking at before you try to put a dollar amount on it. A lot of new adjusters want to jump straight into estimating. They want to know what line items to use. They want to know how to write for shingles, felt, drip edge, ridge cap, vents, flashing, and labor. And yes, all of that matters. But before you can write the estimate, you have to know what you are estimating. That means you need a diagram that actually represents the roof. Not kind of, not close enough, not I think this slope was about this size. That is not estimating. That is guessing with software open, and guessing is not adjusting. When you are inspecting a roof claim, your measurements support the entire file. The roof diagram helps determine the total roof area. It helps determine the number of squares. It helps calculate materials. It helps support the amount of labor. It helps explain why the estimate says what it says. So if your diagram is off, the whole estimate can drift off with it. And that is how you end up with revisions, supplements, questions from the desk adjuster, and contractors pointing out problems that should have been caught in the field. Now, you do not have to be a math professor to do this job. Thank goodness. Because most of us did not get into adjusting because we wanted to relive high school geometry under worse weather conditions. But you do need to understand basic math. Length times width gives you area. A roof square is 100 square feet. Pitch changes the surface area. Waste matters. Eaves, rakes, ridges, valleys, hips, dormers, and roof penetrations all affect the estimate. That is basic adjuster math. And if you do not understand those basics, you are going to depend too much on software to think for you. Software is a tool. It is not a substitute for understanding the property. If you draw the wrong shape, enter the wrong measurement, miss a slope, forget a dormer, or fail to account for pitch, the software will still give you a number. It will just be the wrong number. Very confidently, too. Software has no shame. That is why roof diagramming matters. When you stand in front of the property, slow down and look at the roof system. How many slopes are there? Where are the ridges? Where are the hips? Where are the valleys? Are there dormers? Is there a garage roof? Is there a porch roof? Are there separate roof sections? Are there steep areas that need to be documented differently? You are not just looking for damage. You are also trying to understand the structure. The diagram should tell the same story as the photos, the measurements, and the estimate. If your photo report shows a complex roof, but your sketch looks like a shoebox with shingles, something is wrong. Start with the basics. Identify the roof shape. Break it into sections. Measure each section. Confirm your dimensions. Photograph the areas that support your diagram. Document anything unusual. If you use an aerial report, that can be helpful, but do not turn your brain off. Verify it. Compare it to what you see on site. Aerial measurements are useful, but they do not replace field judgment. There may be additions, covered patios, detached structures, or changes that are not obvious until you are standing there. Your job is to make sure the estimate reflects the actual lost location. And remember, the goal is not to make the estimate bigger. The goal is to make it accurate. That means the roof diagram, photos, notes, measurements, and estimate all need to line up. If you write for 35 squares, your file should support 35 squares. If you write for ridge cap, your diagram should show the ridge. If you write for valley metal, your photos and sketch should support the valley. If you write for steep charges, your documentation should support the pitch. That is what makes the estimate defensible. A clean roof diagram helps the desk adjuster understand your file. It helps the contractor understand your scope. It helps reduce unnecessary questions. And it helps protect your reputation. Because in this industry, your reputation is built one file at a time. New adjusters sometimes think speed is the goal. Speed matters, but accuracy matters first. A fast wrong estimate is still wrong, and now it is just wrong quickly, which is not the achievement some people think it is. Take the time to measure. Take the time to diagram. Take the time to verify. Then write the estimate. That is the order. Inspection first. Measurement second. Diagram third. Estimate fourth. Do not skip the foundation and expect the file to stand up. If you want to become a stronger adjuster, get comfortable with the basics. Learn how to measure. Learn how to read a roof. Learn how to build a diagram. Learn how quantities affect the estimate. Because the software can help you write the estimate, but it cannot make up for a weak inspection. Your estimate is only as strong as the measurements behind it. So before you estimate, measure. Before you submit, verify. And before you call it done, make sure your diagram tells the same story as the claim file. That is how you build cleaner estimates. That is how you reduce avoidable revisions. And that is how you start working like a professional adjuster. If this was helpful, make sure you like and subscribe for more real-world adjuster training. And let me know in the comments, what part of roof diagramming gives you the most trouble? Now get to work.